Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang-up. Wherever there's a hang-up, you'll find the Spider-Man.
Like costume heroes? Confidentially, we in the comic mag business refer to them as long underwear characters. And as you know, they're a dime a dozen. We think you may find our Spider-Man just a bit different.
Say, gang, we need one more guy for the dance. What about Peter Parker over there?
Are you kidding? That bookworm wouldn't know a cha-cha from a waltz.
Peter Parker, he's Midtown High's only professional wallflower.
As you may have gathered, Peter Parker was far from being the biggest man on campus, but his Uncle Ben thought he was a pretty special lad. You're not fooling me, Petey. I know you're awake, and it's time for school.
Gosh, Uncle Ben, you're worse than a room full of alarm clocks.
As for Pete's Aunt May, she thought the sun rose and set upon her nephew.
I cooked your favorite breakfast, Petey. Wheat cakes.
Don't fatten him up too much, dear. I can hardly out-wrestle him now. The faculty at Midtown High were also fond of the clean-cut, hard-working honor student.
Keep up the good work, Parker, and you're sure to rate a scholarship when you graduate.
I'll do my best, sir.
But alas, other teenagers can sometimes unwittingly be so very cruel to a shy young man.
Sally, I was wondering if you're busy tonight.
Peter, for the umpteenth time, you're just not my type. Not when dreamboats like Flash Thompson are around.
I admire your taste, doll. Out of the way, bookworm.
Look, there's a great new exhibit at the Science Hall tonight. Would any of you like to go with me?
Science Hall? Ha!
You stick to science, son. We'll take the chicks.
See you around, bookworm. Give our regards to the Atom Smashers, Peter.
Yes, for some, being a teenager has many heartbreaking moments.
Someday I'll show them. Someday they'll be sorry. Sorry they laughed at me.
And a few minutes later, Peter Parker forgets the taunts of his classmates as he is transported to another world, the fascinating world of atomic science. And now for a demonstration of how we can control radioactive rays here in the laboratory. But as the experiment begins, no one notices a tiny spider descending from the ceiling on an almost invisible strand of web. A spider whom fate has given a starring, if brief, role to play in the drama we call life. Accidentally absorbing a fantastic amount of radioactivity, the dying insect, in sudden shock, bites the nearest living thing at the split second before life ebbs from its radioactive body.
A spider? It bit me. But why is it burning so? Why is it glowing that way? My head feels strange. I need some air.
Looks as though our experiment unnerved young Parker.
Too bad. He must have a weak stomach.
What's happening to me? I feel different. As though my body is charged with some sort of fantastic energy.
Wrapped in his thoughts, Peter doesn't hear the auto which narrowly misses him until the last second. And then, unnoticed by the riders, he unthinkingly leaps to safety. But what a leap it is!
What's come over me? I'm scaling this wall just as easily as I can walk.
Mommy, look at the man walking up the side of the building.
That's the last horror movie I take you to, young man.
It's incredible. I reached the roof in just a few seconds. What's this? I crushed this steel pipe as though it were paper. I can walk down this cable as effortlessly as the spider itself can glide along its web. It's the spider. It has to be. Somehow, in some miraculous way, his bite transferred his own power to me. Got to have time to think. I've got to plan what to do with this unbelievable ability which fate has given me. This will be a good chance to test my powers again.
Filled with excitement, Pete races back home, and...
I'll put on some old clothes and leave my glasses here. But what if I fail? I don't want to be a laughingstock. I'll find some way to disguise myself.
A few minutes later...
I'll try for that $100.
Well, well, if it ain't a little masked marvel, step up, sucker. Now just relax, shorty. I'll try to make this as painless as possible. Hey, put me down. You win, you win. You're not human. Nobody can do that.
Wanna bet?
Sensational, fantastic, and that mask gimmick gives him just the right touch of mystery.
That mask character may be just what I've been looking for. Listen, friend, I'm a TV producer. With that act of yours, I can make you a fortune. Keep the mask angle. It's great showmanship. Here's my card. Call me. You'd be a smash hit on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Thanks.
Later, at home again...
Showmanship? He hasn't seen anything yet. Since I have the powers of a spider, I'll design myself a spider costume. And... oh, hi, Aunt May.
You looked a little tired, Petey, so we brought you some crackers and milk.
Crackers and milk. Bless them. If they only knew. Well, let's see. The spider needs a web. This little device should just do the trick. I'll fasten one to each arm. It'll operate by the slightest pressure of any finger. I'll need a name. Well, I guess Spider-Man is as good as any. It looks pretty good if I do say so myself. So, they laugh at me for being a bookworm, eh? Well, only a science major could have created a device like this. With my strong liquid cement at the end, I can pull myself anywhere with my little web. And my costume is thin enough to wear unseen under my street clothes. Okay, world. Hang on to your hat. Here comes the Spider-Man.
Now, anybody with the intelligence of a 7-year-old knows that if a man appeared on TV who seemed to be more spider than human, he'd be an overnight sensation, especially when his feats were performed without the help of trick photography. Well, you can just imagine how the public reacted to Spider-Man. I'm seeing it with my own eyes, and I still don't believe it. Sure, they look amazed, incredible, awestricken. Wouldn't you? After all, when was the last time you saw a man with his own fantastic spider web?
Okay, Spider-Man. Cut. That's enough. Don't show him too much. Leave him begging for more.
As his first TV spectacular ends, Peter Parker breathes the first sweet scent of fame and success.
I'm from White. We'll pay any price for a picture spread. Sign with me. I'll put you in the movies.
Wait, we want an interview.
See my agent, boys. I'm busy.
Rid of him at last. Hey, what's going on?
Stop! Thief!
Made it.
I'm safe now. That cop can never get down to the lobby as fast as I can in this high-speed express elevator. Lucky that goon in a costume didn't stop me.
What's with you, mister? All you had to do was trip him or hold him just for a minute.
Sorry, pal. That's your job. I'm through being pushed around. By anyone. From now on, I just look out for number one. That means me.
I ought to run you in.
Save your breath, buddy. I've got things to do.
A few hours later...
Peter, you know that microscope you've always wanted? Your uncle and I bought it for you this afternoon.
Gosh, that's terrific. You're the greatest family a fella ever had. They're the only ones who have ever been kind to me. I'll see to it that they are always happy. But the rest of the world can go hang for all I care.
In the days that follow, the Spider-Man becomes the sensation of the nation.
Whatever a spider can, spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the sun.
One evening, as Peter Parker returns home from a personal appearance,
A police car in front of our house? What could be wrong?
Bad news, son. Your uncle has been shot. Murdered.
Uncle Ben dead? No, it can't be. Who did it? Who shot him?
It was a burglar. Your uncle surprised him. But don't worry, lad. We've got him trapped. He's in the old Acme warehouse at the waterfront. We'll get him. You're honest next door. The neighbors are looking for him. Wait!
I've got to go. I've got to get him. I know the old Acme warehouse. It's been deserted for years. A killer could hold off an army in that gloomy old place. But it won't hold off Spider-Man.
he's in there somewhere, but he'll pick us off like flies if we charge him.
All I gotta do is hold him off till the moon goes down. Then I ought to be able to slip away in the dark.
You'll never escape again, murderer!
What the?
Surprised to see me? Not half so surprised as you're going to be.
Gotta get away! Gotta hide! I must be seeing things!
There's no place on Earth where you can hide from me. First, my web will relieve you of your gun, and then my fist will do the rest. That face, it's... Oh no, it can't be! It's the fugitive who ran past me, the one I didn't stop when I had the chance.
I hate to do it, but we'll have to rush him now. I can't take a chance of him slipping by in the dark.
Captain, look!
It's him!
On a spider's web!
My fault. All my fault. If only I stopped him when I could have. But I didn't. And now, Uncle Ben is dead.
And a lean, silent figure slowly fades into the gathering darkness, aware at last that in this world, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. And so, a legend is born, and a new name is added to the roster of those who make the world of fantasy the most exciting realm of all.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward. To him, life is a great big hang-up. Wherever there's a hang-up, you'll find the Spider-Man.